Hey, hey, hey! How have you been? I missed y'all. Hello. Guys, we are back. We are back on this humid Monday morning. Hey, how are things in your neck of the woods? Jerry has came and gone, and now we are looking forward to something else. But hey, I wanted to be here with you guys to chill and chat on this here Monday morning. Hello, Monday. My people, we are back at it like a crack addict. Welcome back to the Real Things Podcast. If you are new here, big up on yourself. Welcome back on this year beautiful Monday morning. Now, my people. Apparently, apparently, Chris Madibo has been found caught up in a love triangle. Guys, I can't wait to share this clip with you. The sad part about this moment, though, is that, you know, we are now seeing again the ugly side of what village life can be. When it turns ugly, it gets ugly. And sadly, it is the women who are having to tell the sad stories. Now, it is alleged that Chris Madibo and Mapopo's wife has been texting under the covers. Hello, hello, hello. Listening, my people, as my Super One plays the referee. No, it was not so long ago. Not so long ago, we saw Masumo One being exposed on the YT streets for the same DV. Yeah. Now he's here playing the advocate, the women's advocate. Well, it's good that somebody is out here. And it's good when you have past experience and you want to make things better. When you've done things in the past and you want to make it's good that you're trying to do better. Listening, my people, as Masubo one plays referee.
wote ule. So mi nimechukua tu kujilinda mimi na
Yeah, she's saying that she has not go to report him, but she has go to report for her safety because Mapopo he's claiming that he can delete her, so that is why she has go only just for protection, not to arrest Mapopo.
No, I will get back to that just now. Now, guys, um, we've seen this on numerous occasions. The not so long ago one that we saw was what's his name? Murimi and Halima. Hmm? And we saw where David Jr. jumped in as a referee and tried to get Halima the help that she needed. As I said earlier, it's all good when somebody is aware that they've made mistakes in the past and they want to make amends of the situation. Like how we've seen Masubo being exposed for the same DV, but now he's here being an advocate for, the battered Mapopo's battered wife. Now, the sad story in all of this is that it's quite evident that she was assaulted. You see where her face is, swollen, and as Masubo was showing where there was like her clothing was soiled from whatever it was that hit her on the head. We're going to take a listen in some more to what's going on. But before we do that, kindly take the time, if you're just coming in, if you're just joining us, kindly take the time to hit the like button as you come in. And also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe. You understand me? Over here, we do candid conversations. We say it as we see it. You understand me? Now we're trying to find.
But
All
she
right.
has got to report for her safety, because Mapopo, he's claiming that he can delete her. So that is why she has go only just for protection, not to arrest Mapopo.
Many times, women would find themselves in this type of situation where you're battered or you've been going through it. You've been going through it. And when it gets to the time where you would have to make some reports to the authorities, you want to, you know, brush certain things aside. Now, I know well and good that, your safety, but the fact that Mapopo has, it's alleged, hello. It is alleged that Mapopo has threatened her deletion. No, it's well and good that she has gone to somehow, because I haven't seen her gone to the station, somehow, trying to make strides towards reporting out of fear for her safety. It's well and good. But this part about not getting him arrested, guys, it is real life. It's real life. I get it. I understand. I understand. The fear of making them pay. Because most times, it's quite easy for you to sit and say, or me to sit and say, but in real life, most times, what would actually prohibit a woman from going all out and reporting all of these incidents and making sure that this individual is arrested, most times it's because these persons are the only breadwinner, the only source of survival then for these women, or women or anybody going through these types of situations, is because they're afraid. Number one, yes, you're in fear of maybe your delusion, you understand, or you're in fear because you're in fear for going to have this individual arrested. You understand what I'm saying, guys? Because this person is a sole breadwinner, and then she's having a child to make it worse. And in these kind of settings, out of fear, not wanting to go get yourself involved in another relationship just to feed this child and to feed yourself, or to put a roof over the head of this kid and yours, you refuse to have this individual arrested. It is real life. Real life. Mm, it happens everywhere. Real life. Hey. So, as much as we might want to say this and that, we still have to understand, honestly, that especially in a place like Nyabohanse village, there are no jobs, no other means of generating any income. Another question I want to ask is she a YouTuber? Is she a YouTuber? It's like I've seen her face somewhere, but I cannot pin. And then, honestly, I didn't even know that Mapopo had a wife. Hello.
You can see I'm on the way. This is the way of to the police. Sister, hebu simama kidogo. Yeah. So here you can see this is Mapopo's wife. I just met her. You can see her condition, how she is, and this is the blood on the cloth. So I was just walking and I just see her, yeah, with a baby. You can see the baby is there. So tunaweza tukaongea kidogo. Nyamaza, nyamaza. So yeah, pole pole. Yeah, you know she's crying. Unatoka wapi?
I want to ask a question though. I want to ask an honest question, guys. And I can't help though, but wondering, can't help but think, why why is it every time something happen in Yabohanse to in these people's relationship, they run to Masuba one? Guys, please. It seems so fishy. Yo, it seems so fishy. I can't help but asking. I have to bring it to light. Why? And it begins to make, one feel like, is this some freaking hoax or something? No, this is a serious situation, but, I can't help but inject. Is this some kind of hoax? Why they would have to run to Masubo one every time to solve their relationship issues or to bring light to their relationship issues? How did he came across her? Did somebody alert him? Or does is there someone that alerts him all the time when there are issues in people's relationship and he goes and hunts them for content? I don't know.
Nyumbani. Nini shida mbona unalia? I'm asking her what is the problem. She's crying, you know? Nini shida?
Okay, so guys, at this time, she's speaking in her language, which I don't understand. But when Masubo translated, he was saying that, um, he was saying that Mapopo discovered in his wife's phone, in her phone, some text messages between herself. Remember now it's her phone. Some text messages between herself and Chris Madiba. Now, if in case you guys are wondering who is Chris Madiba, remember Chris was this guy, the one that had the burn accident some few times back. That when they were building grandma's home and so on and so forth. That's Chris. No, guys. I mean, people, of all people, I mean, everybody deserves, them chance, them highlights. But of all people, why Chris? Why Chris Madiba? Hasn't the guy gone through enough already? Like, seriously. And Mapopo, why would you lay hands on your wife in this manner? Bro, you don't know about caressing? Any kind of laying hands. That should be what your okay, this section is PG. Any kind of laying hands, that is what you should be doing. Not the marks that she's bearing on her forehead right now. You understand? Not those marks. Let her lay out and you give her a back rub for after a hard day. You rub her calf, rub her feet. Yo, what's wrong with you guys? On a serious note, no, the reporting from Masuba one is kind of sketchy. Honestly, me not tell no lie, or maybe because of the language barrier, but it's obvious that she's feeling some kind of way. There's some emotion added to it, but can't help but feeling like it's kind of incomplete. The conversation is incomplete, like she's holding back something. I don't know. But it is alleged that Mapopo got enraged And after he did what he did, now some of the things that I can't say here. After he did what he did, he went for her or went after her, and she had to run out of the house, run away from him. She was nowhere to be found. Now, later in this conversation, you would have heard Masubo saying that it is this time the next day, and neither her nor the child has not eaten nor sleep. Now, this is bad. Mapopo. Mapopo. That's very bad. If you're going to get in such a jealous rage, go look for Chris and ask Chris, what are you doing sending messages to my wife? Man to man. That's just how I see it. But then you're acting like such a damn coward for going after a woman. You're a coward. I'm going to say to your face, you're a freaking coward. Because look what you've done to her forehead. You are a coward. Period. Let me tell you something, like seriously. There are women who will do things to aggravate a man. And I do understand about the jealousy thing. You understand? But that still does not warrant you doing this, what I'm seeing here on my screen, to her forehead. No. And then, I mean, I know that you guys are just, mere mortals. You're human being and you have feelings. Aside from the stories that show on your channels and whatnot, not put aside the camera. You're all humans. You have feelings, and these things are bound to happen. But like I say, you know, in an event where you would have come across your wife's phone allegedly and found text messages inside. She's not a baby. She's not your child. And even a child does not deserve this, what I'm seeing here on my screen. No, no human, not even an animal. If you want something to beat upon, go look for a punching bag. Go to the gym. Go do karate. Yo, go do something. Go beat up a tree. Find a tree and drive to thump in at the tree. Punch the tree. Anyway, on a serious note though, guys, all fun and joke aside, candidly speaking, I don't think just mere messaging somebody could have warranted them being in this position like I'm seeing here. No, she further stated that the messages were not hers. If they were hers, she would have deleted them. Knowing that it could have caused her some problems, she would have deleted them. The messages belongs to the house girl, the house help, the maid. She was the one who was communicating with Chris Madiba. And I don't know if it is herself or Chris who said that he respected who or them and would not have done this. Or she was saying she has worked with them or worked with Chris and she's respected Chris. I don't know. Listening some more. See if you can make sense out of what they're saying.
Well, she said that she has kicked out. She has been chased with Mapopo, with children. So shida ni nini kwanza?
Pia uongo. Nakuta chatini kwa simu yangu sio zangu. Lakini namwelewesha hataki kunisikia.
Hizo chatting. Chatting ni za nani? Zako?
Sio zangu.
Ni za nani?
Kuna msichana alikuwa pale nyumbani ndo alikuwa anachukua simu yangu. Anachati na Chris Madiba kwamba wana mahusiano.
Ndio.
Mimi kitu ambacho niliongea na Chris
Ndio.
ni I give you advice for live in YouTube and collabo. Yeah.
So who wanted to do the collabo? The house girl? That's another thing why I was asking if she's a YouTuber because I think I've seen her face somewhere. Who wanted to do the collabo? Who?
I made a collabo for site Chris hivyo tu. Lakini mengine ambapo yenye amekuta ni msichana mwenye alikuwa anachukua simu yangu anaongea naye na alikuwa hafuti hivyo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm asking her that what is the problem? Now she's crying. She has
English is not English in. You're still not saying the thing. Who wanted to do collabo with who? Did the maid wanted to do Mora? At this point, you need to translate her. Whoever is watching in the comment section, translate for me what she was saying. I heard the word collabo. Who wanted to do collabo with who? I'm not understanding that part. Is the maid a YouTuber, or is she a YouTuber? Who was going to give the collabo? Who was asking for the collabo?
been chased. Ulifukuzwa lini? Today ama yesterday? Yeah. So yesterday night, Mapopo chased her that because he just get her that her phone, it was chatting with Chris Madiba. You know, Chris Madiba ni nani? Who is Chris Madiba?
Chris Madiba.
Yeah.
Okay, so at that point, Masuba one does not know who is Chris Madiba. He's trying to figure out who is Chris Madiba. She's explaining to him who is that Chris. But I was saying, like, why Chris? Like, on a serious note, why would Chris put himself in that position, knowing that already Mapopo has is herself and Mapopo are together? Why would Chris do that? So I kind of really believe that the texting. I mean, women can be very devious, but it still does not warrant anything that we're seeing on screen. It still does not warrant any violence portrayed towards, you know, towards them. It's still towards her. It still does not. Still does not. But I'm saying, in I don't know, because young people would do things differently. Why would Chris do that though? Why would he do that though? So I'm still kind of leaning towards the maid story. I'm still kind of leaning towards the house help story, honestly. And another part in the conversation where she said if it was her, she would have deleted the messages. That's a smart woman. But she's trying to, I mean, it's not really a laughing matter, but you know, it I can't help but thinking she has a point. She has a point. She has a point. The house help was using her phone. Maybe they're close enough. They're good. They're that close. She was using her phone to chat with Chris. Now, as I say, somebody please explain to me what collabo is she a YouTuber? Because I really don't. Guys like Mapopo and so on. I hardly watch them honestly. I don't. I watch Mayuguno. I watch a what's the other one name? Oh my god. The other one that is working who had take who the one who Marwa was saying that he preferred to be in charge of the project because he's more stable. What's his name? Nico. No, that's not Nico Buddha. Eh, Whatever. You know what I'm saying. Think it's Nico Buddha. Nico Buddha. Nico Buddha. These names. No, like I'm saying, like I hardly watch those guys. Like, yeah, I hardly. So I wouldn't really know what his wife looked like. Da 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 da. Da. I mean, as much as we follow Uncle Mo, it was until recently when Priska, which is Uncle Mo's wife, got her channel. Then I started to understand and be able to identify her. So to tell you that sometimes I just look past certain things because it's not relevant. I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to watch your content, and if something happen and I have to speak out on it or speak about it rather, then that other than that I don't. Saying all of that to say, like some of these people I would not know them.
Pole sana. So she's saying that Chris Madiba, he was working for them, and she respect Chris Madiba.
Okay, now I got that part. Now I got that part. I was confused. So Chris was working for her boyfriend, her husband, and herself. So she wouldn't have done. And I believe, no, this is more, I believe more that the maid probably, they probably was trying a thing. Understand? Nothing wrong with that if Chris not have a woman and he's there working as a handyman or as a mason, whatever, and them try a thing. That's how a relationship starts. Not with the wife though.
Cannot do that. She is saying that the chatting that it was found on her phone, chatting with Chris Madiba, it was their house girl, si ndio? Yeah, it was their house girl. Ani alikuwa mfanyakazi wenu.
Ndo alikuwa anachatimia. Sasa mimi sikujua kama alikuwa anatumia simu yangu. Kama ningejua ni mimi, si ningezidelete, lakini sio mimi.
Yeah. She's saying that if it was her, she could delete those messages. But because it was the house girl chatting with the Chris Madiba, that is why she didn't even see those messages.
Ego Buddha, why are you snooping around in the girl's phone? Insecure? Feeling insecure? Ah. In most cases, when a man behave in that manner, it's just that they themselves are not to be trusted. Honestly. Majority of times when a man starts snooping and sneaking in a woman's phone is because of what they are doing. And I will tell you this. In the video, which I probably don't have it here, um, she said that, you were telling her that she was not your type. But then, how couldn't somebody be your type after 7 years? Allegedly? 7 years? And how many kids? And she's not your type? Come on, Nika Buddha. I mean, not Nika Buddha. Hey, I'm getting it confused now. Come on. Mapopo. Come on.
Now that is the problem. You can see how she is. She has been swollen. The blood is all over on the clothes. So this is what is happening. So
No. As I was saying, as I was saying, you know, hold on, people. As I was saying, I wanted to pick the image back up on the screen for a little bit. As I was saying, in sometimes, people will come and show you their life, their lifestyle content vloggers. In retrospect, that doesn't mean that they don't have real issues going on. They do, because they're living and breathing human. But still, it doesn't warrant anybody being like attacked, abused. No, chased out with kids in the dark of night. No, control your urge, no man. Control your temper. And this thing, though, I find that men tend to go in. It's like men are very emotional as much as you see it. I'll tell you the reason why I say so. I've seen where women decide to leave a relationship. Take, for instance, Moremi. The day Halima decide to go, until this blessed moment, Morimi cannot contain himself. He's an emotional wreck. Emotional wreck. Now, for instance, with this Nikobuda story, he's gone through her phone. He's seen messages. Now, instead of delving into the whole story, doing his investigation, confronting Chris and ask, "Are you dating my wife or somebody else in the vicinity?" Instead of doing that like a man, He's on the attack with the wife, hmm? Chasing her out with the kids, or kid, I don't know. Emotional wreck. A woman now would stand up and take it like a man. Some we will walk away, cry, try to, in most, I think 99.9% of times, us as women, we would just walk away, cry, lock up in our room, try to figure it out, bawl our eyes out, and then we just move the heck on. While they had a little bit, a percent of women who don't know how to handle these things, they would go on the attack. Because you would see where they would result in stalking, just like a demand them. That's the alpha women. It would result in them stalking, going on the attack same way like the man. That's why I say alpha women. Mm, those alpha females. That's what they would do. Well, generally, us, we stand up and take it, tuck it in, and take it like a man. If we have to move on, we move on. Yeah. If we have to shut ourselves away from the world and cry, we bawl our eyes out and then we just brush it off, wash our face, put on a little makeup, comb up our hair, do our nails, and we move. And most of the times, we are the ones that end up with the shittiest end of the stick, anywho. But man, hey, some days ago I saw a blogger with over a couple million subscribers, and he was on the internet bawling like a baby. Why? He had a divorce. He's always traveling, and it seems like it didn't work out because maybe he didn't take his significant other, or whatever. But he had a divorce, and he stopped traveling. He couldn't function, and he had a accident also where he messed up his spine in the same time the divorce coming through, the same time he had to do a surgery, the same time he was faced with the fear of him not walking, ever walking again, and he was not making. So he was just complaining about every single thing. His blog is not making money. His content, he's not making enough to pay, enough to travel. Da, 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 da. His divorce has taken everything. Da, 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 da. I'm like, hey, emotional roller coaster. Yeah, men tend to take it very hard. So sometimes, us as women, we have to be ever so careful of what we're doing, how we're doing what we're doing. Because honest, in retrospect, we're stronger emotionally than them. Even though we are emotional humans, we are we are stronger. We are stronger emotionally. Their job on this earth is to make babies, eat a lot of meat. You know what I'm talking, hairy meat. Yeah, go out and do hard labor. Go work. Provide for the family. And make noise when the kids giving trouble. Loud, be the loudest mouth when the kids giving problems. Otherwise than that, they can't take stress. My husband will stand up and tell me, listen, 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 listen. I can't deal with it. I don't want to hear it. Please, please, please. I can't. And he will literally just shut down because he cannot deal with anything like that. Mm-mm. He will shut down completely. I'm stressed. I'm too stressed. I can't. I can't. I just can't. Listen, please. I can't. I can't. And I'm like, what? Seriously? And for me now, yeah. And then the next time, I will just be quiet. And I will say, you deal with it because I can't. I have my days. I have my days. I have my days. And we all do. But on a serious note, and in closing, you know, I hope that whatever has happened, they can sort it out. And I hope that this thing doesn't repeat itself. Because I really don't want to see another YouTuber's wife out on the street begging subscribers for help. It don't look good. It does not look good. And it makes you guys look very weak very mean and disgusting, very jealous and stupid. All the negatives, all. That's how it looks. I don't want to see another YouTuber's woman out on the say on the road begging for help. Tend to your business. Tend to your house problems. You understand? Nobody's perfect, as me say. No one is perfect, and you have to understand that things do happen. People do fight. Teeth and tongue have to meet. People do have disagreements. Whether it is a marital relationship or just you and your friends, general friends. Yeah, but the part that I don't get is them running to Masubo. Is Masubo literally standing in the way, in the gap, so they can run to him, or does he seek them out whenever he hears? Because remember, it's a small village. Whenever he hears of anybody being in a vulnerable position, he seeks them out for content. What's going on here? I don't understand. Anyhow, my people, this is going to have to do it for today's episode. We back like we've never left. Big up on yourself. See you again later on the next one.
You don't know how the Real Things podcast. Hey, yo!